I'm here with a box of Reese's muffin mix and a brand new muffin pan for my toaster oven. Let's make some Reese's muffins. Counter cooking. No kitchen? No problem. I bought this at the Dollar Tree a while ago and I have not seen it there since. I have seen it in my local supermarket for quite a bit more money than what I paid at the Dollar Tree. I only paid like $1.25 or $1.50 for this. And this is Betty Crocker Reese's muffin mix. It says a delicious peanut butter muffin with Reese's peanut butter chips and Hershey's milk chocolate chips inside. I thought it looked really interesting, so I bought it and I figured today's Halloween, so today's a really great day to try these muffins and enjoy them as a treat. On the back of the box it says I will need 2/3 of a cup of water, a 1/3 cup vegetable oil, and 2 eggs. And these are supposed to make 12 regular sized muffin cups. Here's the muffin mix. I just poured it into this very large measuring cup, which I'm using as my mixing bowl. Here's 1/3 cup water. Here's 2/3 of a cup of water. I'm using avocado oil. This is 1/3 of a cup. I've cracked 2 eggs into a bowl, so I'm adding the 2 eggs. Now let's combine all of this and see what we end up with. I need to make sure that I get all of the dry ingredients off of the bottom of this measuring cup. Here's the muffin batter after it has been mixed together. It's looking good. Here's my muffin pan, and I'm only going to be making 4 muffins because I want to try out this batter with other Dash appliances and see how it comes out. I have my 4 paper muffin cups. It says to put about 1/4 cup of the batter in each muffin cup. I'm just going to fill them until they're about 2/3 full. Here's the batter in the muffin cups, and now I'm going to put this in the toaster oven. I'm also tenting the top with some foil, so I just put some foil loosely over the top and I'm going to bake this for 20 minutes. While the muffins are baking, I'm heating up my Dash Waffle Maker on the left and my Dash Personal Donut Maker on the right. And let's see how this muffin mix does as a waffle and how it does as a donut. Alright, everything is nice and hot, so let's give this a try. Let's make a waffle. I think that's a good amount of batter. We'll see. And let's make a donut. With the donut maker, I just usually fill it up with whatever I'm making a donut with and then just clear off that little center thing. And then let's shut that. I'm immediately getting an aroma of peanut butter as these are cooking, and there's a ton of steam coming off of the waffle maker. I'm also heating up my Dash Mini Bundt Maker. And the blue light just went off, so we could put some batter in here now too. This one takes a lot of batter. It's been 4 minutes now. Let's check on this waffle. That's what the waffle looks like. I'm gonna say that is done. Let's grab a plate. And can I grab this with my hand? There's the waffle. There's the waffle. Now I'm heating up my Dash Mini Griddle, so let's see how this comes out if we try to make like a pancake with it. Here's the donut maker, and I don't know if you could see it, but now there's a lot of steam coming out of it. It's been 6 minutes in the donut maker. Should we check on it? Wow, that's what it looks like in the donut maker. It still feels a little bit soft, so let's keep cooking that. I usually like to cook donuts for around 8 minutes. Alright, the blue light just went off with our mini griddle, so let's put some of this batter in the mini griddle. It's been a full 8 minutes now for the donut. That looks really good, but let's test it out with the thermometer and let's just see where it's at. So we're over 200. So the donut is done. I have a feeling this donut will be deflating quite a bit just because of the mix. Here's our bundt maker. Let's see what's going on in here. There's our mini bundt cake. I think that looks really good. Let's test this one out also. Is this one done? Okay, this one can go for a few more minutes. I'm gonna let that continue to cook for another 2 minutes and that should be done. Now let's check on the Dash Mini Griddle. Let's see what's going on in here. There's our pancake. I think it looks good. You think I should test the temperature on this one also? And that is over 200, so this is done. Let's take it out. Be very careful. It's been another 2 minutes now. Let's check on the bundt cake. That looks really good. I'm gonna say this is done. Let's take it out. Can we take it out with the handles? Yeah. Now let's check on the muffins. Let's see what's going on here. The muffins look really good. I'm gonna cook them for a few more minutes without the foil on top, so maybe they'll brown a little bit. Here are the muffins after another 2 minutes. Let's check their temperature. Let's just see what's going on. Okay, yeah, these are definitely done. These are over 200. So I need to cool these for at least 5 minutes. I'm just gonna leave them here with the oven open and I'll be back to check on them in about 10 minutes. While I'm waiting for the muffins to cool, let's check on these other items here. So here's the waffle, the donut, the pancake, and the mini bundt cake. I think they all came out great. I'm gonna try the waffle first. This actually feels like it's crispy on top. Let's cut it open. That's what it looks like. My first impression is that it is not nearly as sweet as I thought it would be, but I'm getting the taste of peanut butter and also the taste of chocolate from the chocolate chips. It's much better than I thought it would be, I have to say that. However, it is a bit dry, and I don't know if that's just because it was cooked in the waffle shape, which tends to kind of dry out certain batters. There was a lot of steam coming off of it, so let's try the pancake now and see how the pancake compares to the waffle. That's what the inside looks like. Came out nice. The pancake is much softer than the waffle, obviously because it doesn't have like all the ridges from the waffle maker, and it is a little moister than the waffle. I'm still getting some dryness out of it. I don't know if it's from the chocolate chips, because sometimes chocolate chips can kind of make your mouth feel dry. I actually like them both equally. I like the texture of the waffle because it's firmer, but I also like the pancake because it's a little bit more moist. Now let's try the donut. So the donut, it did kind of deflate a little bit, but it's not totally flat. And that's the inside of the donut. Let's give the donut a try. So far, the donut is the best. It's a lot moister than the pancake and the waffle. Flavor-wise, they're all about the same, but it's a more satisfying experience biting into the larger donut than either the waffle or the pancake. Now, let's see about this bundt cake, which I think looks amazing. And that's what the inside looks like. I think that looks amazing also. Is it going to be the mini bundt cake for the win? I feel bad just biting into this. I feel like I need to eat this with like a fork, but I'm just going to bite into it. So the bundt cake gives you the same experience as the donut as far as like a more satisfying bite. However, because of like the ridges on the top, you're getting like a little bit of crispiness from that, which is really nice. It's a really nice texture compared to just the softness. Like the donut is all soft, and this gives you a little bit of crispiness. So for everything on this plate, it's definitely the mini bundt maker for the win. But we have to check on the muffins now. Here's my muffin pan, and now I understand why they say only use like a 1/4 cup of the batter, because it does rise up and then kind of spill over the edges, like this one. The edges are spilled over. But it's actually not as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to be much messier trying to get it out of the pan, but these came out really good. Okay, so from this one box of muffin mix, I made 4 muffins, a waffle, a pancake, a donut, and a bundt cake. But we have to remember that the donut and the bundt cake use a lot more batter than the muffins or the waffle or the pancake. I would say the donut probably uses enough batter for 2 muffins, and the bundt cake probably uses enough batter for like 2 or 3 muffins. And I have a little bit of batter left in this bowl. Let's try this muffin. They're still really warm. I should probably cool them down longer because I think, are they going to stick? They usually stick when they're warm like this. Okay, this isn't too bad. So hot. They're so hot. So here's the muffin, and let's cut this in half the same way we cut everything else in half. And that's what this looks like. This looks nice and airy. Because this one had room to grow without anything constricting it, whereas everything in the Dash makers was constricted by the appliance. So this one is a lot lighter. Yeah, these are super light as far as the texture goes because they really had a lot of room to expand. So if I was to make this again, maybe I would actually put less batter in the donut maker or the mini bundt maker. The muffins are like really delicate. Do you see the difference between the muffins and the mini bundt? See how the muffins are just like a lot airier than the mini bundt. So the mini bundt is still very soft. It's just denser. And I have to say, I feel like it's more satisfying. Although the muffins are really good too. So honestly, I'd have to say it's a tie between the mini bundt maker and a muffin. Because they're both nice and moist. And while the muffin is very light and airy, the mini bundt is a little bit denser, but then you do have like the nice texture and a little bit of crispiness from the top of the mini bundt maker. And I think out of all the varieties that I made, both of these came out equally as good. Although I think the mini bundt is probably a little bit more fun to eat than the muffins are. And so that's my taste test and review of this Betty Crocker Reese's muffin mix. We got to see how it cooks in a Dash Mini Waffle Maker, a Dash Mini Griddle, a Dash Personal Donut Maker, a Dash Mini Bundt Maker, also in a muffin pan in a toaster oven. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see what else we can make with these mini appliances. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.